All right, welcome everybody. Today is going to be the recap for this Wednesday, May 17, 2023. Not a very good day. Um, I've been having such a really good winning streak here recently, but today was just kind of a disaster. Um, Part the markets, but a big part of it my fault. Let's go over it real quick here. RTY. Started off with a pairing pattern buy over here. It came in around 9:25.26. Put that on the first hour of trading today. I exited short right before, I think this was right before the top of the hour. I exited short on a nice HF1. I love HF1 shorts. Got fairly close to coming down to my first target, but then it ended up reversing, and I had a buy here. Okay, so it was an exit on my short, and I had a buy to reverse on an HF2 buy. Instead, what I ended up doing, instead of buying, I ended up selling again. And it ended up costing me big time. By the time that I realized what was going on, I went ahead and I just went ahead and took my loss. It was a mistake. I didn't try to enter in. I did have some targets up here that would have been a nice little trade. I would have ended up green, but I got very aggressive on this, what should have been a buy. I got very aggressive on a sell. Ended up losing $7,400 on the just a horrible mistake. But you know what? That's part of trading. I don't care how long you've been trading. You guys got to accept the fact that, you know what, you can be doing everything right, and there's going to be times when you're going to make a mistake. Sometimes it's going to work in your favor, but it's amazing. Most of the time it works against you. So in this case, it definitely worked against me. So anyway, that was a disaster. I made some money on the E-mini S&P. Never had a short on that, just to buy. Added to my buys as it was coming, as it was pulling back and getting quiet. And then I finally got out with a nice little profit on the E-mini S&P. And then on the crude, yeah, let's take a look at that crude trade real quick. All right, nice little crude trade, just, pretty much straight textbook on this one. Bought HF1 buy on the crude. I went ahead and I added additional contracts somewhere around in here when it was going flat. Had a nice little target up here, and I went ahead and took profit on the crude. So crude helped out a little bit. Of course, the E-mini helped me, but still, because of the huge loss, ended up losing overall on the commodities. $54.99. Yuck. Let's take a look at the stocks. Had a fairly decent day in stocks, but not enough to put me green for the day. Let's look at that real quick. All right, let's look at our stock trades today. We'll start with EPOW. Took that trade. Entry was around 8:43 this morning. Of course, these are all Eastern times. Before we get into it, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. You can support my channel if you like these videos by subscribing, and also if you hit that notification bell, that will keep you updated on any of our new videos that are coming out, as well as these updates. Also, from time to time, we do put out some specials on some of our packages where you can learn these patterns. Once again, everything that I do is based on patterns that I've developed and discovered back in the 80s. I've been doing this now for 35 years using these patterns. And then, of course, Einstein provides me with these high probability targets. All right. So we'll teach you all of that if you're interested. But by subscribing, that will certainly help me out. So please hit the subscribe button, and also show me that you like these videos. Okay. So had a HF2 buy on here. I had the 3 levels that did come through. The second level pulled back pretty quick. So went ahead and took profit. Didn't want to take any chances on that. So I actually started off on EPOW with a nice little gain. But when it came back down over here, it tested it. I really thought we were going to pull back up, at least back up to the first level. I was wrong about that. I re-entered here, and then it just flushed. So right after this bar, I got in. Sure enough, right after the next minute, it just flushed and went in and got out. Went from a profit to a loss. Now, of course, I wasn't trading heavy this morning, as I mentioned. So I lost $132, which is not too bad considering what kind of flush that we saw here. So anyway, gave my profit back on there. Made a little bit of money on GDC, made a little bit on APLD, but the big one was on XELA. So let's look at XELA. All right, so here we go. XELA. XELA saved the day. It would have been just an absolutely horrible day had I not been able to sell this. But I went ahead and I bought it. Came in pretty late in the day here. It was around 328, something like that. I had an HF2 buy. I wasn't looking for much. I was willing just to go to this first level up here. Never even got close to it. I may have been green for just a very short period of time. And then it started going south. I finally got an HF2 sell down. I'm sorry, an HF1. So I exited my buy here and took a loss. Went ahead and sold it. Got pretty aggressive. I was able to get some shares here and go aggressively short. And that's what I ended up doing. Came down, hit my target. And I believe it got out at 681, something like that. 680, 681. And ended up making a really nice profit for the day on XELA. Once again, wasn't enough to cover my loss on that mini Russell, but that's the way it goes. So anyway, that's going to be it. We'll wrap it up here, and we'll see everybody hopefully first thing tomorrow morning. If you have any questions, please check out my YouTube channel, Innovative Trading Strategies, or my website, innovativetradingstrategies.com. See y'all first thing tomorrow morning.